Listen carefully, everyone. Very good morning to each and everyone, those who are attending the class today. Okay. And today is the day we are starting a new chapter after our half-yearly examination. The name of the chapter is Equality. Okay. First of chapter, we know that introduction to political theory. Second one, it is liberty, freedom, right? And now another a particular thing that closely related with, what we can say, political science. Okay, we know that number of values are there in which this value that is very important for we people. Basically we know that all these values basically making us to lead a good life or a dignified life in the society, good life or a dignified life in the society, a respectful life in the society. So this word is too important for we people, that is equality. What is that? Equality. Okay, so I am going to give some topics for you people. You want to speak about that. Okay. Then I will come to know that what is your idea about the term equality? What do you know about equality? Okay. So three are here. Okay. First, we will start with all start with the A only. Okay. In which Aishwarya only will come first. Okay. So Aishwarya. Aishwarya, can you hear me, Aishwarya?
Yes, sir.
There are different types of equalities are existing in our society, like political equality, social equality, and economic equality. Okay, political equality, social equality, and economic equality. So just speak about economical equality. Economic equality.
In economical equality, it says that everyone should get equal wages or the wages according to their work. We can ensure that everyone get equal work and equal wages, but we have to ensure that everyone gets the wages that they need.
Okay. Then, can you find any inequality that existing in the field of economics?
Yes, sir.
On the basis of income or on the basis of opportunity to get the work, okay, that can make trouble to generate income. The same time, gender inequality also existing in the economic field, right, on the field of employment, right? Gender inequality. So for the same work that doing by men and women, okay, but their wages are different. Okay, in this today's society we can say that men are receiving more wages than females related with the same work what they are doing there, right? That's a problem that existing in the field of employment and income generation. Okay, so in economic inequality we can directly say that there are two types of people are existing in our country, right? The haves and have nots. Okay, clearly we are able to divide the society into two division. Okay, the haves and the have-nots, the rich and the poor. Okay, so nearly 40% people are there in the world, they are entirely they are that too poor, they are that too poor. Okay, we are unable to what we can say, depict their poverty there. Okay, that much poor people they are. Okay, but the same time nearly 5 to 10% ultra rich people also are there. Ultra rich they are. Okay, the total wealth of the country, okay, I mean not the country but the world, the entire wealth of the world, right, in which nearly 56 to 60% is controlling by that 5 to 10% of ultra rich people. Clear? Only 10% of the wealth is for that poor people, that is nearly 40%. So economic equality, we can say that clearly we can say that there are two types of people are there in the world, okay, the entire world, the haves and the have-nots. We studied about a number of revolutions, like the revolution in France, sorry, the French Revolution, the Russian Revolution, okay, revolutionary movements in China, like that, various revolutions we studied there. Okay, and all those such situations, we are able to find that there is a problem, economical inequalities that existed in those countries, economical inequality. Clear or not? So most of the philosophers will say that almost all the rebellions will start from the empty stomach. Where from? Almost all the rebellions will start from the empty stomach of the people. Okay, so people will starve. Okay, starvation, because of the bad governance, because of the bad administration. Okay, they will suffer like anything. So the philosophers, okay, the political scientists, they commented that most of the revolutions that we witnessed, okay, that all started from Empty stomach. Empty stomach. Clear? Just keep that in your mind. Keep that in your mind. Okay, almost all the revolutions are like that. Started from the empty stomach. So we already studied in class 9, okay, related with the Russian Revolution. Okay, so the sudden reason for the revolution is that what a piece of bread, a piece of bread it is. Clear or not? A piece of bread. Okay, like the French Revolution also. Okay, almost the same reasons are there. The ruling class people, they are able to enjoy the finest food in the country, but the poor people, they suffered like anything, suffered like anything. Okay, so there is a famous stories there related to the French Revolution. The people, they pleaded to the queen or the empress of France that they don't have anything to eat. Okay, anything to eat, and her comment was, okay, anything to eat. They commented that nothing. I mean, no bread to eat, no bread to eat. That's what the word they used. Okay, and the ruling people or the empress or the emperor, they commented that why you people are eating bread? You can eat cake instead of a bread, it seems. Okay, so what kind of comment is that? Okay, they will feel very bad, right or not? Even they don't have a bread to eat, then the ruling authority or the administrative group, they says that why you are eating bread, you can eat a cake, it seems. Okay, so such kind of comments, okay, such kind of words that all will lead to the problem between the rich and the poor, the administrative group and the poor people in the country. So we studied the Russian Revolution, the French Revolution, even in China also, almost all these changes that are related with hunger and hardship only, hunger and hardship, hunger and hardship. Okay, so now I told that a simple story about the French Revolution. You want to find out the people, those involved in that. Okay, I just give you an outline of that story. You want to find out the clear picture of that story, right or not? You want to find it out. You want to learn that. Okay, I know I can say that, but I am not saying. I just give you outline for you. You want to find out. Okay, so in the higher classes, you might study about that again. Okay, so I will ask the next class who are the people those who involved in that particular story. Okay, what write on that? What is that? What is that? Bread, cake, French Revolution, and the queen. Okay, find out. Okay, so like that, this is called to be economical inequality. Economical inequality. So many spheres are there for economical inequality. We are going to study that in this chapter. Okay, many various phases are there for that. Various trouble we observe that related with the economical inequality. Economical inequality. Okay, next one it is social inequality. Social inequality. Okay, tell me, Amal Raj, what is your observation? What do you know about the social inequality? Tell me. Amal Raj, can you hear me? Come on, speak. Social inequality. Amal Raj, can you hear me? Hello? Speak about that. Social inequality. Just tell something about that. What do you know about that? Just speak about that. I don't want a perfect answer or something like that. What is your idea about that? Just speak that. Okay, just think about that. I'll go to Ashish Beni. Ashish Beni, any idea about social inequality? Ashish? Okay, think no problem. Grishma Joshi, can you speak anything about that? Social inequality.
Social inequality means that all the different groups in society should be treated equally before law, and they should be given equal opportunities without discrimination. No one should be treated as inferior or superior.
Correct. Okay, social equality. Should not be caste discrimination, right or not? There should not be gender discrimination, right or not? There should not be discrimination on the basis of race, ethnicity, and culture. Ethnicity and culture. Okay, so that's called to be a rule of the law. Before the law, everyone should treated equally. Treated equally. Okay, irrespective of class, creed, gender. Okay. Understanding or not, irrespective of class, creed, and gender, everyone should treat it equally. That's the responsibility of the government. So social equality is too important to lead a dignified life in the society. Dignified life. So not the term, what is that? Dignified life in the society. Anyone can live in the society, but what kind of life we want to follow, or we wish to live in the society? That's a dignified one, dignity. Okay, a respectful life we want to lead in the society. For that, we require equality. Equality is compulsory and it is necessary. Okay, so before independence and still today, we can say that in some areas or in some areas of our country, still this kind of inequalities are existing. Okay, discrimination is existing, caste system is existing. Okay, we want to know that. I already told you that in the first chapter. We want to know the ill effects or bad effects of the problems that related with freedom, equality, justice. Then only we are able to understand that how it is important for each and every individual, how it is important for each and every individual. I hope you know that what is the necessary of all these virtues. Okay, yes or no? You know or not? We discussed that in the first chapter. Okay, so social inequality that related with various things there, basically related with the caste discrimination, cultural based discrimination, related with the food habit, related with the dressing style. Okay, discrimination is still existing in the country and in the world. Okay, discrimination on the basis of race. Okay, racial discrimination, the whites and blacks, Aryans and Dravidians, like that, various such kind of inequalities and discriminations are still existing in the world, or even in our country also. We are able to find this kind of discriminations. Clear or not? Okay, related to the French Revolution, we know that there are a number of estates are there. How many estates are there? The time of French Revolution, how many estates are there?
4.
There were 3 or 4. This thing can say. Feudalism. 3 estates are there, right? Okay, first estate, second estate, and the third estate. Okay, clergy, nobility, and the third estate, right? Clergy, right? Clergy. What are the priestly class people they are, right? Yes or no? And the nobility. Okay, the ruling class, nobility. Next one, the third estate. Almost all the other people, those who are doing different business, okay, trade or jobs, all are the part of the third estate. Miss Heaven Rose VS. Okay, Heaven Rose left already. Okay, understanding or not? In LKG term, if she hearing about all these things, she will, what she will do? If she can understand anything like that, the things what we're discussing? No. Okay, let it. So listen carefully. What I discussed here, 3 estates are there, like the nobility, clergy, nobility, and the third estate. So discrimination is existed there, right? The third estate, they are the people, or they were the people, they have to pay the taxes. They are the only society or only class they want to pay taxes. And the nobility and the clergy are the people, they had or they enjoyed privileges. They don't want to pay tax. They are the people, those who just collecting taxes from the third estate and enjoying it. Clear or not? Okay, and the value of vote for the first estate and second estate, it is comparatively more than the third estate. So they enjoyed number of privileges at the time of French Revolution or before French Revolution, right or not? Okay, fine. So there we studied about this discrimination. Coming to India, we are again we are able to study about the discrimination on the basis of caste-based discrimination, like the Varna system. What is that? The Varna system. Okay, what do you mean by the Varna system? What do you mean by the Varna system? Ashish, any idea about Varna system? Varna system in India. It's a particular system in only we are able to find in India. No other country have this system. Okay. What is that? This Varna system. Can anyone tell me?
It is a system that divides people into different castes.
Different Varnas or different castes. What are they? How many Varnas are there? As
4.
mythology. 4 are there. What are they?
Brahmins.
Brahmins.
The last one is Shudra.
Shudras. Okay.
Kshatriyas.
Yes. And the Vaishyas. Okay. Vaishyas. Okay, I will say that. Okay, as per the Varna system that existed in India, and till today we can say that it is existing in the different part of the country too. Okay, so we are observing number of news reports that from different states we are able to understand that still this system is existing. Still this system is existing. It is our responsibility to wipe away this kind of system that creating inequality in the society. Inequality in the society. So we know that the Brahmins, the priestly class people, okay, the middleman between we and the God, the Brahmins, right? So the first class, clear. Next one, the Kshatriyas, okay, they are the ruling class, the kings and queens. The brave warriors are from that clan, it seems, the Kshatriyas. And the Vaishyas, the trading class people, the business class people, the Vaishyas. And the Shudras, what is that Shudras? They are basically the agriculturalist farmers, okay. Next one more group is there called to be the outcasts. What is that? Outcast. So 5 are there, right? The Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Shudras, Vaishyas, Shudras, and outcasts. They are not belong to the caste system. They are not belong to the Varna system. Okay, they are out of the Varna system. Okay, so such kind of people also living in our country. They lived in our country, right? So they face a number of problems there: economic inequality, political inequality, and social inequality. They are the victims of all these problems related with equality. Clear? Okay, hope you are able to understand, right? Okay, so we discussed about economical inequality and social inequality that related with the gender, religion, caste. Okay, next one, or race or color. We studied in the second chapter related with the Nelson Mandela. Basically, he wrote about that discrimination that existed in his country. That's called to be, what is that? Apartheid. Right. Okay. What kind of discrimination is that? Color-based discrimination or racial-based discrimination, or discrimination between the blacks and white. There is no equality existed between. Okay. So for different hotels for the blacks and whites, schools for the blacks and whites. Okay. So the black people treated ill. Okay. They humiliated by the rich white people in South Africa. So they fought against the inequality, and finally they got independence. We studied that in the second chapter. Okay, and one more inequality is there. What is that? Inequality in the field of politics. Political inequality. What do you mean by that? Political inequality. What is that? Can anyone?
An inequality in the right to vote.
Right to vote, right? Then anything else?
To be elected also.
To be elected, fine, then. So we'll discuss that. Come on, anything else? Political inequality. So political inequality in the sense, okay. So we know that because of this majoritarian and minorities issues are there in almost all the country, right? The issues between the majority and the minority. Okay, if the majority is creating the government, basically there is no voice for the minority. There is no voice for the minority. The majority will make the government and they will make policies for their own betterment, right? Yes or no? So there also we are able to find this political inequality. So in India there is a right that's called to be political rights. What is that? Political rights. One person, one voter, one value. One person, one voter, one value. Okay. Is that clear or not? So that right we are able to enjoy. That is ensured by the constitution of our country. One person, one voter, one value. At the same time, no constitution is able to solve the problem between the majority and the minority. If the majorities are making, or the majority is making the government, definitely they will try to dominate over the will and wish of the minorities. Clear or not? So they will always face this problem. Okay, inequality. Okay, rules, policies, programs, okay, that is creating by the majority government, it will always try to help the majority, always try to help the majority and not the minority, clear or not? So we observe that in various situations, okay. So in class 10 you studied in political science. What is that? The first chapter of power sharing, okay. The trouble between two linguistic groups in Sri Lanka. Linguistic groups in Sri Lanka, right or not? Studied or not? Okay, there we witnessed the trouble of inequality. Okay, so special treatment for the majority. So the minority, they felt alienated. They reacted badly against the majority and the government. Majority and the government. Such kind of problems existed in Sri Lanka. Okay, and in India also we are able to find such kind of problems. But the medias are not revealing that in that sense. In that sense, the number of issues are there that existing in different states of our country, but we are unable to get the information related with such kind of things that happened. Okay, so medias are there today. We know that what we are listening through the media or observing through the media, those things are not real, real. It's called to be manipulated newses. Paid newses, manipulated newses and paid newses. When we mean manipulation, they are creating newses for supporting one group of people, maybe supporting the majority, or even a group of people, clear or not? Okay, if you are observing different news channels, we will come to know that, clear. One news channel will say something, they are supporting a group, the same time their opposite groups are there, they also own news channels or newspapers, right or not? They will oppose the real thing, might chances are there, right or not? So different newspapers, they will, or different news channels, they will give a different information today. Okay, so clearly we can say those are manipulated one, forgery they are. Okay, that not real, they are not real. Okay, there is no ethics today, and there is no ethics with the media. Okay, simply they are creating or manipulating news to support some kind of groups, or they are providing or they are broadcasting paid news. What do you mean paid news? Okay, if Ashish Beni want to write about himself, okay, everyone want to know about himself, he can give some money to some news channel and ask them to create a news, okay, and broadcast that, and that glorifying Ashish Beni. Ashish Beni is so and so. Ashish Beni is so and so. By paying money, anyone can do that. Anyone can do that today. So there is no ethics are there. So everywhere we are able to find this problem between the majority and the minority in our country also. Okay, but the news are hidden. News are hidden. Okay, and this is your responsibility to find out such things and fought against that in the future. There. Okay, so I will read your names in the newspaper. So you want to start the newspaper, you want to start the news channels, and you want to broadcast about yourself. Okay, so problems are there. Okay, so today we discussed about the third chapter. We started the discussion there basically. Okay, still we not started the chapter. We know that now what we are going to learn in this chapter, right? Okay, we are going to discuss about equality in this chapter and the problems of inequality. Okay, we are discussing about equality, the importance of equality, and the problems that are related with inequality. Basically, we know that the problem that related with equality is divided into three. Basically, what is that? Social inequality, political inequality, and economical inequality. These are the three major issues we want to discuss today. We want to discuss in this chapter, basically. Clear? Okay. What are they? What are the three? Amalraj? Amalraj, tell me.
Social inequality.
No, not
Social inequality.
equality. Then
Economical.
inequality. Then
Uh,
social, economical. Then third one, political. What is that? Political inequality. Political inequality. So these are the basic ideas for us. Okay. So had about Martin Luther King. Okay. So he made a famous speech. And one can say, what is the name of that speech? Basically, we will give a title for that. It is famous with a particular name, that speech. What is the name for that? I have a dream. What is that? I have a dream, right or not? So Martin Luther King, he gave that speech. Find out who is Martin Luther King. Write down there. Who is Martin Luther King? Okay. What is his importance in politics? I mean, political science. What is his importance in political science? What is the essence of his speech? And when the speech is delivered, in which year? In which year the speech is delivered? Where it is, the place name, where? Where? And what is the social background to provide or give that speech? Social background. On what social background he give that speech? Okay. Heaven Rose VS, please check your timetable again. Heaven. Okay, so got that. Want to learn. So we want to learn about Martin Luther King and his speech in this chapter also. Clear or not? So Martin Luther King. So tell me, who are the great personalities we discussed about in the second chapter? Ashish.
Max.
Second chapter. Two personalities from the textbook. Who are they?
Nelson Mandela
Ah.
and Aung San Suu Kyi.
Correct. Nelson Mandela and Aung San Suu Kyi. Aung San Suu Kyi. Okay. So one more thing. After completing this chapter, we will go to our part 1 textbook. Part 1 textbook. I hope all you bought that book from the school office, right? Bought that. Okay. So what is the name of that book?
Constitution.
Constitution. Indian Constitution at work. Indian Constitution at work. That's what the name of the textbook. Okay. So keep that textbook ready for the class after this chapter. After this chapter. Clear? Okay. Now, Amal Raj, now tell me about the social inequality. What are the problems with social inequality? Tell me. I give sufficient time for think. Come on.
So it is mainly based on the various given account of discrimination on basis of caste.
Caste.
So they are mainly on basis of the rich and poor people.
Rich and poor in the sense that is connected with the economical one, right? I'm asking about the social.
Social. So, I mean minority and majority.
Minority, okay, fine then.
So minority basing many inequalities from them.
Fine. Okay, let it. Okay. 2 homeworks I provided. What are they? What are the homeworks? Tell me. One is related with the French Revolution and that story, right? The another is Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King. Okay. And a number of books are there that are written by famous philosophers like J.J. Rousseau, Montesquieu, Voltaire. Okay. And they give a number of comments or number of essays related with this particular topic called equality. Called equality. Write down. Write down. Find out the comments and essays that are written by J.J. Rousseau, J.J. Rousseau, Montesquieu, Voltaire, John Locke, Voltaire, John Locke, Karl Marx, Vladimir Lenin, Mahatma Gandhi, and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar on equality. On equality. If you search in the internet, these things are available. These things are available. Find it out and learn it and understand that. Not simply learning that or surfing the internet. Okay, you have to understand that, you have to learn it properly. Okay, clear or not? That kind of things also we are going to discuss. Clear? Okay, so names of all these philosophers are too important for us. Too important for us. We want to know who are they, where from they are, what is their major works. Okay, so I will tell a number of what you can say the philosophers' name today. You want to find out. Okay, all short, brief histories of about brief histories about all those philosophers. So all these names, what are they? Rousseau, Montesquieu, John Locke, then right,
Voltaire,
Plato, Aristotle, Plato, Aristotle, Socrates, Kautilya or Chanakya from India, Kautilya or Chanakya. Okay. This is the work for this week. Clear? You have to find out the history. I mean, brief history about all these famous personalities. Again, another list is there. One more list is there that I will give it next class. Okay, after this week. Clear? So complete the task and send that to me. Okay, this is a homework for you. Find out the comments and essays that wrote. Okay, add one more person. What is Martin Luther King. Okay, sorry, I forgot to tell that. Martin Luther King Jr. Okay. If you're facing any difficulty to find out this, just inform me. Let me know that. Okay. And we have 2 investigative projects this year. All right. We want to complete that. So total 6 students are there. We want to divide into 2 groups. Okay, 3 into 2. So girls one group, boys one group. You want like that or a mixed group? Tell me. Boys, girls, right? Or mixed one? Or you just create 2 groups and let me know that. Okay, send it to me. Okay, I'll accept it. Okay, by today itself, if it is not so, I will create 1 group or 2 groups and I will inform you to accept that. And I will give that topic for you people also. Clear or not? So investigative project, you should use almost all the available resources. Okay, available resources in the sense write down internet sources you can use. Okay, internet sources. So if you are using internet sources, when the name of the site and a date of search, we are taking the printout, time. Okay, that matter should be there. Okay, don't write what search engine you are using or something like that. Name of the site and the day you are searching for that particular document and the day you downloaded or printed. Okay, that many details required because these details might change. Okay, some people might edit it. Okay, or the information will change. So it is easy to understand that. Clear? And magazines you can use. Magazine in the sense, such kind of magazines is physically not available today, right? That also you can search. Clear? But you have to add the name of the site and time and download time or date. Clear? Magazines. Newspapers. Physically available means that good, but in this special situation, that also not available, I think. Okay. So you can use the internet for that particular newspaper site. You can open that and you can download from that. Okay. So authenticity required. So you want to write the name of the site, that is important. Day and date also. Day and date, time. That things also important for you people to analyze. Clear? Pictures also you can add. Pictures. Basically, I already told you that to collect cartoons, right? So in political science, cartoons are too important for us. Clear? So hereafter, every day from newspaper, you should, what you can say, observe the cartoons, okay, and find out the story behind that. Clear? If you are unable to find, so ask me, I will explain that. Clear or not? But you want to come with that cartoon, then only I can. Clear? So number of cartoons are there basically that depicting the present social and political situation, present social political situations or even the economical situations in our country. So ready to do that. So next class, this kind of homework should be completed. Okay, and want to send that to me, clear? And we will meet and we'll start the chapter in the next class. Okay guys, any doubts? Okay, so anyway, I am congratulating everyone, those who scored good marks in the examination. Anyway, I am unable to reveal the marks there. Okay, so wait and see. Okay guys, bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.